The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the FSW Women's Championship. Your referee in charge of the action, Mr. Cody Andrews.
Don't call him mister.
Introducing first the challenger to my left, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Lacey Ryan.
And the hometown girl, oh! And the champ's not going to wait.
I don't think Taya Valkyrie likes the idea that her opponent is getting more fan support than her. Taya is used to acting however she feels like and people just following her. And a hard kick to the spine of the challenger.
And obviously Lacey Ryan stepping up in class. And the question is she as good as we think she is, Jake?
Is she? I don't know, but is she good enough to take down Taya? She can be an excellent competitor and still be defeated by Taya Valkyrie.
Nice arm drag takedown. And this is the first time I've kind of seen here at FSW one of the women taking it. Oh, a nice neck breaker. 1, 2.
Well, Lacey Ryan just kind of burst into the scene. Like, you brought her in, you were impressed by what you saw about her, and then she just dismantled everybody that you put her against.
And the question is, does Taya underestimate Lacey Ryan tonight?
That was what was actually going on in the locker room. It sounded like Taya was acting like, at least, she'd never even heard of Lacey Ryan. That was the impression she was trying to put out there.
She dropped the elbow, but only a 1 count, and look at this. Taya kind of scrambling onto the outside.
Yeah, she's tucking tail and running, but it was actually just a trap to lure in Lacey.
And look at this. Lacey grabbing Taya by the hair.
With Taya using her hair to her advantage, driving Lacey's shoulder right into the post.
And this is turned into a slugfest.
Yeah, Taya is very experienced. She knows all the tricks of the trade to gain an advantage. Any shortcut that exists, she's used throughout her career.
And Taya is getting back in control a little bit. Used it to her advantage.
Taya just wants to control the pace of this contest.
And she tried to by jumping Lacey Ryan early, but it kind of backfired. But now I think she's more in her comfort zone and slowing down the pace.
Lacey Ryan's in the center of the ring. She's either got to try to fight to a vertical base or try to reach a rope. And she's decided to try and fight to a vertical base to break the hold.
The swing and the miss.
Oh, Taya just saw her coming.
She might have just knocked her out with that knee to the jaw.
Yeah,
1, 2.
She just ejected her up in the air and drove that knee right into her face. Trying to light it in with those kicks.
Taya's got to keep it going. She nailed her with that big knee, but she's kind of, oh, look at that, big chop.
Just one shot from Taya floors the challenger. But she's feeling the effects of the offense that Lacey Ryan has brought. Sends Lacey back to the outside. It's where she can do the most damage to Lacey Ryan. The thing about Taya is she doesn't have to worry about breaking the rules or being counted out. She would still retain the title.
Head first, right onto the steel steps goes Lacey Ryan. And definitely seeing the other side of Taya.
Oh, no! She just wipes out. She hit the steel hard. It's like she jacked her elbow and shoulder. That could be what Lacey Ryan needs to try and capitalize, is an injury to Taya.
And Lacey Ryan trying to get fired up.
Lacey Ryan takes the champion down, does it again.
Another clothesline.
Lacey Ryan slips up, and when you're against somebody as experienced as Taya, you're going to get caught. Lacey Ryan took a risk that might have cost her.
Well, once again, only a 2 count. She survived that.
Yeah, Lacey Ryan now, she may have survived that, but she's got to think twice before she takes another risk.
And a nice DDT. 1, 2. And I think Lacey needed it to calm herself down a little bit.
She just needed to hit something quick to try and regain the advantage, trying to muscle up Taya.
She's got her up.
Once again, caught her. Forward roll, Finley style. And now Lacey Ryan.
Going up top.
Yeah, sending up there. What's she have in store? Frog splash.
1, 2.
And only gets a 2. We've seen her defeat other competitors with that, but it wasn't enough to get the title away from Taya.
Thought we were going to have a new champion, but Taya able to kick out.
Look at Taya, saw that the challenger coming. Lacey rolls through. Taya picks the ankle.
And takes her down. But Lacey fighting her off. And a nice sidestep by Taya.
Now Valkyrie tying her up. We know what's next. If she wants to do it, she's got a curb stomp. That should lead to her retaining. But I was about to say she's got to go for a cover, but instead she's going to try and lock in a submission here.
It was possible that Taya could have finished her off, but I guess she wants to do a little bit more damage.
She wants to force the tap out to Lacey Ryan, who now has to drag herself to the ropes to try and break this hold. She's got to try to get the ropes here. Can she do it? Taya is doing everything she can to try and pull Lacey the opposite direction.
And look at that, Lacey Ryan able to, and Taya not too happy as the referee forced her to break the count.
A lot of counters in this matchup. Look at that. Rebound, German suplex.
1, 2.
And Lacey Ryan, last possible second, able to get her shoulder up. Just exchanging shots here. The FSW Women's Championship at stake.
And look at this, Taya.
Oh, package file driver. That should do it.
And this looks like it could be it. 1, 2.
And Taya is shocked. A lot of the fans here, they want to see a title change here.
They thought they were going to get one in the last match. Where is Taya doing?
I don't know. She's going for something.
Looks like she grabbed the chair.
No, she wants her title. I mean, is she going to try to get herself intentionally DQ'd? Yeah, she took the chair out from under the ring, but it was all just a distraction. She capitalized on the idiocy of the referee. Super kick with the chair.
1, 2, 3.
What? Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and new FSW Women's Champion, Lacey Ryan.
Well, rules. There you have it. Nick Bugatti talking a lot for a guy who's...
Yeah, he's never held the women's championship.
That's right.
Neither has Mazzerati.
You know, I've seen him get his ass kicked by some women here in FSW, namely UFC's Gina Mazzerti a year or so.
Well, there's nothing to be ashamed about when it comes to that.
All I'm saying is, you know, he's already been beaten up by a girl in the past. I think he wouldn't be as cocky as he is, but then again, that's Nick Bugatti.
Bugatti talking all the trash he wants, trying to psych out Lacey Ryan. Got an intergender tag team match here. That means the men can compete with the women can compete with the men can compete with each other. I think he figured out the rules once I said that.
Listen to the crowd. They're going crazy for Lacey Ryan tonight. Do they love Lacey that much, or do they just hate Mazzerati that much?
Could be a combo. Double leg takedown out of Lacey Ryan. You know, who, even though she wasn't pinned in that matchup or forced to submit, in her mind, that was not a successful defense, even though she walked out of that matchup as the champion. Mazzerati catching the leg. Look at Lacey Ryan. She brings something different to the FSW women's division that we've never seen before.
She is one of the most dynamic women wrestlers in the business today.
And Shaggy McLovin with his medical diagnosis of what Lacey Ryan just did to Mazzerati.
And obviously Shaggy doesn't have a problem with Mazzerati being in the ring, and he catches her.
You know, no one wants to say they want to hit a woman, but everybody wants to hit Mazzerati. It's the truth. Look at Mazzerati, a little assist from Bugatti. Oh, but Shaggy catches the leg.
You know, that was Mazzerati's chance to make the tag to Bugatti.
Oh, but Bugatti from behind. I guess the tag was made. I didn't see it,
so.
but
It must have been a blind tag.
But it wasn't, from where I could see, 12 feet away. Oh, Shaggy misses out on that. But Shaggy McLovin, the quicker of these two athletes, but it's Bugatti's ability to cheat, which has allowed him to excel in FSW. Oh man, that'll snap your neck.
And Nick Bugatti, 1, 2.
And Mazzerati and Bugatti, watch out, cameraman. We got a champion on a rampage.
Lacey Ryan is just lambasting Mazzerati on the outside.
But on the inside, Bugatti goes to the eyes of Shaggy and turns him inside out with a back elbow. And Bugatti setting up Shaggy McLovin for Mazzerati.
And the tag has been made. And Mazzerati just putting the boot.
Mazzerati just wants to spread her wings and fly. The referee's holding her down. Good Lord. I mean, it's perfectly legal in this matchup, but you talk about a physical mismatch. That's Mazzerati against Shaggy. And a snap suplex out of Bugatti.
And a 2 count as Bugatti trying to turn things around.
Shaggy McLovin firing away. I don't know why, but every time Shaggy hits Mazzerati, you just see a little smile on everybody in the crowd's face.
And once again, Mazzerati in.
A little bit of redemption for those shots that Shaggy gave her while she was on the apron. Just choking the life out of Shaggy. If we want views, you got to screen cap that image for this match.
Mazzerati doing the smart thing right there, which keeping her on their side of town.
Yeah, that's what you do to be a successful team. You cut off the ring. You don't allow one of your opponents to try and tag in their partner. And that way you can control everything. It's one of the ways to victory in tag team competition. Oh no! But Nick Bugatti got too far away from his corner and too close to Lacey Ryan, at least for a minute, and Nick Bugatti's hair. Family show.
And Mazzerati driving the knees. Look like into the throat area of Shaggy.
Oh, look at Shaggy, though. Shaggy's got so much more mass than Mazzerati. When she goes for a cover, he's just easily able to reverse it.
And Shaggy needing to make a tag.
Shaggy trying to get to his corner. Mazzerati, oh, Bugatti really wanted to get that tag. But Lacey Ryan, the tag wasn't seen. Bugatti, it looks like what looked like a mistake on his end was actually a plan.
Well, you know, the referee not paying attention, but Shaggy's 2 feet away from where Lacey was. It's obvious the tag was made.
If only he would listen to me.
And right now, Shaggy desperately needs to make a tag. And the crowd trying to get behind Shaggy. They know he needs to make the tag. And they just want to see Lacey beat up Mazzerati a little bit more.
They want to see Lacey beat up anybody. And look at Shaggy. Oh no, he loses her. Shaggy had a lot taken out of him. Dropping Mazzerati right on his head.
Well, now's the opportunity. He needs to make the tag.
Both these athletes had an idea in mind and they were fighting each other the best they could. And it led to both of them being damaged in that exchange. Now both desperately need that tag.
And Mazzerati makes the tag, but here comes Lacey.
Now I said that Mazzerati and Shaggy was a physical mismatch. Lacey Ryan and both Mazzerati and Nick Bugatti, that's a fair fight.
And the snap suplex.
Butterfly suplex. Falcon arrow.
Mazzerati not the legal person.
Yeah, Bugatti's the legal teammate. And Lacey Ryan didn't see Bugatti behind her. Mixed tag team main event here. Just 13 days away from Against All Odds, where 30 athletes will compete in the Against All Odds Rumble to take on Chris Bay for the FSW heavyweight title that same night. First blood match as Kyle Hawk takes on Greg Romero. Oh, look at this. No Limits 3-way ladder match. Damian Drake, Remy Marcel, and Ice Williams. And there's Nick Bugatti to spike Lacey Ryan. But Shaggy back up. John Woo dropkick. Bugatti sacrificed himself to save Mazzerati. But the savior didn't last.
Down goes Mazzerati.
And Bugatti back up. Posting Shaggy. Look at that, corkscrew blockbuster.
1, 2, 3.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the team of Shaggy McLovin and the FSW Women's Champion, Lacey Ryan.
Bottom line is Lacey Ryan has been on a roll. Mazzerati is going to have to pull out all the stops and probably wrestle the best match of her career unless Nick Bugatti affects how Lacey Ryan performs tonight.
We've only had 3 FSW Women's Champions ever since that title was introduced in June of 2018. Nick Bugatti has also never held the title as champion, just physically he has held it. Like right now, and that it was an attempt of a distraction that Mazzerati attempted to capitalize on, but it did not work out.
And Lacey,
Bugatti was going to hit her with the title. He doesn't care. And she just opens them up and lays it in. But that time the distraction worked.
She has no care who is in her path. That's her women's championship, and she was ready to lay into Nick Bugatti.
Well, hopefully DJT doesn't get on her bad side. Hate to see him get lit up by the women's champion.
And in reversal, Lacey Ryan.
Overhead arm drag, kipping up. Lacey Ryan with a single leg lariat. A single leg drop kick sends Mazzerati to the corner, and that back elbow plants it hard, trapping her in the corner, nowhere for her to go. That adds impact.
I got scared. I thought Nick Bugatti was going to join us on commentary.
Why not? You let Chris here.
Did a wonderful job, our champion.
He did. He had dual streams going. It was pretty cool. Willie Mack almost showed up.
Almost. We're that close to having chocolate thunder. Oh, and the rake of the eyes from Mazzerati. Celebrating with a new weave.
Is that what that is? I thought that was natural.
Yeah, all natural.
It was Nick Bugatti's present to her after what happened the last time these women hooked up with the title at stake. He had to make it up to her somehow, and he's still paying his debt.
Yep, but he does have better hair.
He does have better hair for now. Maybe a Bugatti weave. That would be good merchandise. But Mazzerati shockingly in control of this match.
Well, thanks to the assist from Nick.
That's what he's here for. Look, like I said, how many matches has she helped him win?
No offense, it's the only way she's going to get the job done. I can't believe in a one-on-one matchup that she can beat Lacey Ryan. But with Nick Bugatti involved, absolutely.
Like I said, it becomes a fair fight when Bugatti gets involved. Her and Shaggy McLovin were victorious against Mazzerati and Bugatti at our last FSW Arena event on November 2nd. You can watch that right here on the Twitch. Future Stars of Wrestling Twitch. Don't want to sound like an old person calling it the Twitch.
Nice back kick from Mazzerati.
And Mazzerati trying to get her up and over for Northern Lights, I believe, but Lacey Ryan is just too powerful. She has just too much counter wrestling skill.
She has one of the best arsenals that I have seen. Oh, look at that.
No, that's one thing her counter wrestling skill won't be able to prevent, and that's the interference of Nick Bugatti at the right moment.
And we want to wish our best to a woman scheduled to be here tonight, Sandra Moon, breaking her collarbone in the last couple of weeks.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to be like really bad news. But, you know, she'll be all right. She's still young. She can recover. But she was supposed to compete in the Rumble tonight, missed out on it, but there's always next year for her.
But thankfully, the spot opened and DJT took full advantage.
Oh, thank God. At least we had a suitable replacement.
And look at that, right to the throat as Mazzerati
was choking out Lacey Ryan. She's slingshotting herself up to deliver those knees right to the chest. Not only is that great impact, it also drives a lot of wind out of you.
You know, and hopefully if Mazzerati wins tonight, she gets the winner's purse. She might be able to buy a new pair of stockings.
It's a look.
Oh, my mistake. And the crowd trying to get behind the champ. Wearing her FSW off orange colors. Proud as an FSW champion.
Very proud of the title she holds, but what she's not proud of is what she's done against Mazzerati so far. She hasn't been able to get the job done. She thought she would be in and out quick.
But she also knew Nick Bugatti was going to be around, and look at this, the strength. And just plants her with the power bomb.
But she's had damage done to her, and she's trying to recover. That bought her time. If she hadn't been worked over so much in this matchup in normal cases, that would have won it for her. But because of the variable of Bugatti in this matchup, Lacey Ryan was not able to make quick work of Mazzerati.
And she just gets caught. 2 big clotheslines.
She caught all of her on both those shots. Mazzerati thought she had the third one scouted. Washing machine into the knee.
1, 2. Mazzerati able to kick out.
Yeah, Mazzerati shockingly able to kick out. She's showing something. We've seen her get in the face of a lot of male competitors in FSW, usually knowing that she had Bugatti having her back or knowing Bugatti would take the ass whipping no matter what she said. But she's far away from Lacey Ryan. And Bugatti saw another opening and got involved. Maybe he's getting too close to the action now. Oh,
no! And she connects huge on the side of the jaw as Nick Bugatti goes down.
Nick Bugatti took one for the team. But now it's Mazzerati's job to try and capitalize on this.
She connects on the back end. 1, 2.
And a 2 count only. Mazzerati can't throw a tantrum. She can't show shades of our political leaders with tantrums like this. She has to try and capitalize and win that title. She's begging for Bugatti, but Bugatti, when he turned the tide for her in this match, got taken out by Lacey Ryan.
Oh, and look at that. Very innovative maneuver by Lacey Ryan.
And Lacey Ryan slingshots herself off and twists in midair and
1, 2, 3, and there it is. No Nick Bugatti for the save.
Still FSW Women's Champion.
Nick Bugatti taken out by Lacey Ryan, trying to help Mazzerati.
A world champion like she is.
Yeah, we've said it a few times. It's once you get accustomed, you're used to fighting in a cage. Once you get accustomed to the ring, you can settle a little bit easier. You can kind of like learn your way around there, and your fighting style, you can make it work around there. There are more advantages in some ways inside of a ring. It's a less stable.
Absolutely.
It's less stable to be fighting on, but look at that. Look at the speed of Kyra Batara.
And that's the thing. You're going to see this is a world-class difference in grappling. Lacey Ryan absolutely got skills from top to bottom, but Kyra Batara, an absolute specialist, a sniper when it comes to grappling.
Oh man, what a kick!
Now that'll slow down anybody's attack, though.
She put everything she had behind that, and you got to wonder if she does that for every strike in the early going. Will she punch herself out? Because Kyra Batara can handle an onslaught.
You see that, a little two-piece and a kick as she shows some skill. She looks very comfortable in the ring here, bouncing on the top of the toes. A little bit different. She got that striking kind of swag for such a grappler.
Oh my God! It was actually a kick like that. That's what caused her defeat to Gina Mazzani.
Absolutely. Mazzani put one in her liver. She wasn't able to respond. She's got to keep it in tight. You see the size advantage here going to Lacey Ryan. She's got to keep it in tight, stay in the chest if she wants to throw, and then maybe level change from inside. Once again, you got to be impressed with Kyra Batara, stepping up, facing the absolute best in a world that's really not her own. As you see her honing her craft day by day. Hey!
And a face plant.
That's one way to get it to the ground. Anaconda roll.
Trying to disorient Lacey Ryan before she hooks something in. What does it look like? I can't tell from where I'm seeing
and
it.
you see, she switched grips. It was a very subtle thing. She had her hands in the S grip and then switched to more of a choke style.
If it gets on the ground, though, this is Kyra's fight.
Absolutely. I mean, Lacey Ryan showing some competency here, a nice triangle here, but I mean, that's a very basic submission for a world champion to be caught in, frankly, as you see her being able to open that up and stay on top. And that's the thing. This will serve Lacey Ryan to get back to her feet. She's got to use that size advantage in the striking department because, like you said, it gets to the ground, Kyra's going to dominate. Size or not, she's a world-class 10th planet jiu-jitsu practitioner.
Yeah, and one thing that kind of escaped me when talking about Lacey Ryan, she was trained by Tom Howard, who found himself in some interesting fights throughout his career. And that's definitely something he's passed down on her, to always be prepared, no matter what your opponent's like, whether it's a Kyra Batara type. Oh my God!
Absolutely, yeah. Be prepared. Take your opportunities where you can. Now, see, this is interesting. I thought she'd go for more of a ground and pound style knockout, but going in for a submission against a submission specialist might not be the greatest strategy. It's definitely the boldest strategy.
Hey, that's what Lacey Ryan is. She's bold. She always wants to win her matches in a way that makes her opponent realize who they're dealing with. She fixes crossfaces.
Yep, crossface shots in there is going to loosen up anybody. Batara definitely not used to that in a jiu-jitsu matchup.
Oh, look at this though. Kyra regains control.
Loading up, looking for that right hand. You see, just trying to see, and that's just shoving them away, moving to side control, just really basic stuff here for Kyra Batara, but she does it better than anybody you're going to see tonight.
And now Lacey Ryan controlling Kyra as they get to a vertical base here. Oh no.
Surprise there, a lot of leather here from Kyra Batara, the grappler. The fans, pretty neutral here. Is Lacey the champion? But Kyra Batara, somebody that we've seen a few times. You see a nice scoop. Planted her down, the size advantage, moot right there. Cartwheel, armbar takeover.
Sorry, producer was in my ear. Got a little distracted while this was going on. Kyra opening up Lacey.
And you see, she might be going for that twister. She's setting it up. She signaled to the crowd. This is a signature submission for 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. Actually, here we go. Electric chair. Banana split. Trying to separate the legs there, and, it's not a pretty submission.
Yeah, Jack Briscoe actually used to utilize that 40 years plus back to try and put away opponents.
You see the choke is in there. I don't know if it's sunk under the neck. Lacey looks like she's already out. And now she's going to stack up. A lot of power here being generated as Lacey Ryan with those long limbs getting a lot of leverage. Okay, now, yeah, nice simple hold, toe hold here. That's nice high up on the leg, right on the shin.
And she just yanked her joints and her ankle right out from that hole.
And that's the thing, her joint could probably be wrecked, but as a jiu-jitsu practitioner, she knows a different level of pain when it comes to the joint manipulation.
Oh, what is this, fisherman's? Suplex, planted hard, released with it too for extra impact.
And
Batara, more devastating.
Batara, they got no answer for that. There's no training to take a slam like that. Even in jiu-jitsu, slams are illegal in competition. There's just no way to prepare for that. As you see, now she's locked up, trying to get back to her base.
Oh, no, it's almost like a delayed reaction there. She wanted to make sure Lacey Ryan knew what was coming her way.
And as the grappler, she doesn't really have that tight dynamic striking. It's going to be more of a big loaded up style, but very effective. And you see she's got the arm triangle here to the side. Lacey's doing a good job trying to run her body clockwise to alleviate some of that pressure.
Oh, those elbows right to the back
Elbow
of the head.
will open it up too. Here it is, Natural Born Killers. You see in regular MMA, you can't elbow to the back of the head, but in Natural Born Killers, that's a perfectly legal move. This is elite competition here as you have two champions in their own respective discipline going at it. Big throw right into the arm bar. She's got to sit back on this if she wants to crank.
She did that incredibly fluidly, caught Lacey by surprise.
Lacey doing all right, getting belly down. She's looking. That's a very intelligent defense from somebody like Lacey, who you wouldn't expect to be an elite grappler.
Oh! Oh, man!
Walked right into that one.
Variation of an angle slam.
Kyra Batara's got a serious bag of tricks, Black. I'm very impressed with her. Short time here in the ring. She's used to being on the mat. But she's showcasing some real skill, world-class skill even.
What actually shocked me is she didn't go for the kill. Speaking of kill, Kyra Batara made
one mistake on the face. Lacey's all over it.
Lacey Ryan, it looks like she's trying for a German suplex. Kyra somehow recovers, brings her up and over with the German suplex. Both women are rocked.
Last-ditch effort by Kyra Batara. Mogwai's got to get her wits about her. She has to use all the technique she has to win this match. Lacey can use her size, can use her athleticism.
The endurance of both athletes, their tolerance of pain is just incredible, and they're both trying to beat the count.
Both ladies back up. This is turned into a real gem here. There's no ground given between either lady.
Oh! And she ran right into that. As did Kyra.
This is getting very serious here. It's right in the corner. Big shoulder block in the midsection. Now trying to go up top. Oh, here we go up top. First. This is the first competitor to utilize the ropes in this capacity.
And that just adds extra leverage, extra force to each shot.
She's punching down, that's a major leverage. She's going to try to utilize the ropes here.
Oh my God!
Rolling through into the armbar. She's got a really nice grip high on the wrist.
Is there any way that Kyra Batara hasn't figured out getting into an armbar?
If she just extends the arm a little bit, maybe flex the hips. She's got some options here, but Lacey's so tall, so strong, you can see how easy she can stack her. Oh my goodness, what a lift!
Oh no, wow! And I don't know if how disoriented Batara is right now, but she might be out, but she just might be going on some sort of reflexes.
This might just be purely instinct. She's got to reach for her leg, somehow keep her base. She can't get lifted in the air.
Package,
oh my goodness.
Pile driver! All that's got to convert.
That's it.
Compress.
Yeah, she's out. What an effort by Kyra Batara, world-class competitor, but Lacey Ryan, too big, too strong, too athletic. What a showing, Natural Born Killer is the champ. She keeps her gold.
That final shot, that package pile driver, compressing all the vertebrae in the neck of Kyra Batara, dropping her right on her head. That was the knockout shot that Lacey Ryan needed in this competitive matchup.
I know a lot of the fans were excited here to meet Tessa Blanchard earlier today. And now we'll see the champ in action.
Yeah, Tessa Blanchard, her reputation speaks for itself. First ever female to hold the Impact World Championship. Lacey Ryan, the reigning FSW Women's Champion, yet to be defeated in an FSW ring.
This is going to be the toughest test to date for Lacey Ryan, no doubt about it.
Definitely, she defeated Taya Valkyrie for that title last September. And at the time, that was her toughest challenge to date, her toughest match to date.
But they've been lined up, and Lacey Ryan has taken them all out. And tonight is a night that she wants to prove that she's the best out there. So now she gets the opportunity.
And Tessa offering the hand of respect. Or not. Tessa Blanchard, you got to earn that from her. And tonight's Lacey Ryan's chance to do that.
Yeah, and I think there's also a little bit of mind games going on right here, right, by Tessa Blanchard.
Yeah,
her dad, one of the very, very best in the history of this business at mind games. So I've no doubt that Tessa Blanchard's well versed in that.
And her grandfather was a promoter named Joe, and those people are never cool.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing here. Lacey Ryan trying to step it up here. Biggest matchup of her short career. Tessa Blanchard has not been wrestling as long as her stature would suggest. She's only a few years into the sport, and she's already accomplished a lot.
And right now, just watch her.
You know, Tessa, very strong, great athlete. A lot of times enjoys those advantages in the ring with her opponent. I'm not sure she does tonight. And the hand is not supposed to bend that way.
No, not at all. Lacey Ryan, that happens to you, especially in the early part of a matchup. When you go to try to grip any hold, it's not going to work out well for you.
Yeah, it becomes very difficult. Nice counter there, though, by Lacey Ryan. Showing she's, she's got some mat skills.
You know, there's no doubt there's a good chance that Tessa underestimates the skill level of Lacey Ryan.
Well, again, I'm just looking physically. It looks like Lacey Ryan can go toe-to-toe with Tessa from a physical standpoint, which a lot of competitors can't in there.
Certainly not. Top wrist lock by Tessa Blanchard brings down Lacey Ryan.
It's going to take a little bit more than that to take out Lacey. You know,
but this is a first time ever meeting. They're going to try and feel each other out, see what the other one's made of.
Yeah, sometimes it's just kind of seeing how well versed your opponent is, what kind of counters they know, what situations they can get out of. You know, sometimes it's a little cat and mouse as much as it is anything else. Again, feeling out process, as you said. You don't just go in there necessarily and start delivering your most effective offense off the bat.
Lacey Ryan goes for the cover. She knew she wasn't going to get it, but just wants to put it out there for Tessa Blanchard, who decided to slide to the outside and take a little breather.
Tessa might be trying to re-strategize a little.
And Lacey inviting Tessa back into the ring. You know, talking with Lacey, she has been looking forward to this match for a couple of months since we were putting it together.
Well, this is the kind of match with, even win, lose, or draw, obviously you want to win. You win, it shoots you right to the top. Now you're going to be on everyone's lips, right? You're going to make a name for yourself real quickly. But even just going in there and having a great showing, it can do the same thing. You know, people can really see right now you're testing yourself against someone who's at the very top of their game, top of their profession. How are you going to compete? How are you going to stack up against them?
You know, taking a look at that, I remember a couple years ago you took on a young Chris Bay, who was an outstanding up-and-coming guy. You know, in all reality, you had nothing to gain if you beat Chris Bay. But if he beat you, it's like, oh, my God, Austin Aries lost to this kid.
Yeah, you know. Well, and I think, too, you take into account at that time where Chris's experience level was, and you could just see with, how he was able to handle himself in the ring with me, that he had a great future ahead of him. And, again, this is the same thing for Lacey Ryan. If she's showing she belongs in the ring with someone like Tessa Blanchard, she's showing the level she's capable of competing at.
1, 2, she connected with the kick as Tessa ducked her head, but then she ate it with the kick to the face.
Yeah, Lacey being one step ahead of Tessa, got her a 2 count there. Now she's got to try and build on that to get the victory. Oh, man, right to the back of the head.
That'll stop you real quick.
And here comes Tessa.
Oh, right to the small of the back.
Tessa, this is where she's able to put everybody away, where she's able to build momentum like this. And that's putting together that offense.
You see right there the difference Tessa Blanchard and some other competitors tonight. She connected, she got in the ring, she covered her opponent, she hooked her leg, she got her weight on top of her. She's not messing around in there with Lacey Ryan, so she is taking her seriously. And you see the viciousness and everything is with intent with Tessa Blanchard. No wasted motion.
Yeah, you almost saw the first time Tessa rolled out to the outside of the ring. Her whole dynamic in this match changed. She got a little bit more aggressive and began showing a little bit more attitude.
So you're really working on that lower back too. And I tell you what, someone who's had some lower back issues in his career, that's your core. That'll take everything from you. You can't stand. You don't have any core strength. Very difficult, and it'll take your wind out of you too. Smart strategy by Tessa Blanchard.
Yeah, I imagine even climbing to the top rope or anything is painful when your back's hurt.
Even just kicking out, that motion of kicking out.
Oh, man.
Right there in the baby maker right there. You gotta be careful.
Oh, and look at that, Tessa with the...
Now a little disrespect.
1, 2.
Well, Tessa's showing a little disrespect to Lacey, but we know she's taking her very seriously. She just wants Lacey to realize who she's dealing with.
You see not a lot of pandering to the crowd, not a lot of walking away from her opponent, staying on top of Lacey Ryan, not giving her a chance to breathe and recoup. This is why Tessa Blanchard's in the position she is in the industry.
Irish whip sends her so hard to the buckles. Lacey Ryan bounced back.
On the big right hand. To the top of the head of Lacey Ryan, and Tessa's just keeping the pressure on.
Nice quick counter. Almost caught her by surprise.
Yeah, tried to get the quick victory in that scenario.
Only takes 3 seconds.
And Lacey Ryan firing away on Tessa Blanchard.
Well, she's trying to make a comeback here. Get a little. And again, taking her back away from her opponent.
Oh!
Shoulder block and then a clothesline.
Lacey Ryan showing the Impact World Champion what she's all about.
Oh!
And that could do it there.
Free nose job for Tessa Blanchard right there with that kick. Holy cow.
And what a quick snap suplex connecting. And Tessa looks like she's not sure where she is. And this could be it.
Of the jaw.
1, 2.
Big upset.
Almost pulled off the upset, but Lacey Ryan does not have time to question the referee's
She
count.
looks in disbelief, and I'll tell you what, most women she's been in the ring with, that would have been a 3. She's seeing Tessa Blanchard's a different breed in there. She's going to have to find something else to get the job done, because that didn't do it.
And right now, Lacey Ryan in command, but the reversal by Tessa. Oh, and she gets the big boot up right to the jaw.
Another big kick. Look, smart move by Tessa. She's taking her legs out, creating a little space distance time for her, measuring her.
A lung blower.
1, 2. Not quite 3. It's Tessa Blanchard and Lacey Ryan are going back and forth. Great women's matchup here at the Mecca 6.
So I've been really impressed with Lacey Ryan so far.
And she is quickly getting on a lot of people's radar. And a victory tonight could put her over the top.
She's got hammerlock DDT.
Oh, look at the strength of Lacey Ryan.
Had that scouted, which is smart.
Tremendous counter. She realized what would have happened if Tessa hit that hammerlock DDT.
She's put a lot of people in with that maneuver. Ooh.
Slingshot elbow right to the heart of Tessa
1,
Blanchard.
2.
Got deep cover. Really made Tessa had to work for that kick out there.
Lacey Ryan, she is pulling out all the stops, wanting to get this victory tonight. And she is looking, and
she's too frustrated. She is too frustrated about not being able to put away Tessa.
you know, she needs to put the attack on.
This crowd rallying behind her. Got to help her adrenaline.
What did you do, Austin Aries, when you had a guy that you thought you were putting away, and no matter what you did, you couldn't?
Cheat.
Well, there you go. Maybe Lacey Ryan needs to...
Is that a Minnesota thing?
No. It's a success thing.
Oh, no.
And she connects with the stunner. 1, 2. Oh. I thought this time it was it, Jay.
And now Tessa Blanchard, she seems more angry about not being able to put away Lacey Ryan instead of frustrated. She's pissed. She thought this was just another competitor she was going to steamroll over.
Yeah, she can't let that frustration get in her way right now. She's got Lacey in a good spot. She's just got to finish the job.
Tried something there. Lacey dodged it.
Oh, and
Another kick. Big kick. Lacey Ryan impressive with her feet. Oh!
Twisting her into the knee.
1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Again.
There were people here who thought that was 3.
I was one of them.
And listen to the crowd. They thought the match was over.
Lacey Ryan letting the frustration get the best of her. It's not the referee's fault.
She needs to keep the attack going. She's got it going. She's rolling.
Hey, Lacey knew how resilient Tessa was coming into this match. She knew she was going to have to bust out her heavy artillery to win.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't know until you're actually in there. You can have an idea, but until you start laying in the wood and realize it ain't going to be enough to keep them down.
And Lacey rocking her with another big forearm to the jaw. Can't worry about the fans. You got to worry about yourself.
It's almost incensed at this point.
Tessa almost just got knocked off the top by Lacey.
And Tessa is fighting for dear life.
She's trying to power her way out. Kidding me.
Oh, and a smart move by Lacey Ryan right there.
You know, it looks like Tessa either hurt her knee or ankle coming off the top. release German suplex. Tessa Blanchard eats it. Oh man, look at that. Lacey
Nice
Ryan is so quick with her counter.
Oh, and look at that.
Carter.
1, 2, 3, and there it is.
Just that quick, boys.
As you said, it only takes
Your
3.
winner of this match, Tessa Blanchard!
Well, it shows you when you perfected a finishing maneuver like that you can literally hit it out of anywhere, and it will end the match. And Tessa Blanchard,
There's a reason she's on top of her game.
She came out to the adulation of the crowd, and halfway through it, they were all against her.
Hey, they wanted to see the upset.
people love you while you're chasing, while you're the underdog, and once you're on top, they all want to knock you off. Jealousy sets in. Tessa Blanchard getting a taste of that now, but so far so good. Victorious here tonight.
And as we've talked about Lacey Ryan, she has definitely proved herself as one of the top female competitors in the business today.
And she just went toe-to-toe with the best female competitor in the game.